And welcome back to the Journey to the FarLands. And let's see, it looks like everything's pretty much in order here. And so let's just break out and head onward. Okay, nobody we don't want to see here. Block that off and head to the west. Anyhow, creeper. Let's take care of him. Very nice. Okay, he's out of the way, so let's just proceed onward. And let's not assume that he was the only one. Okay, looks like we're all right. And we're on to the west. Anyhow, and to be perfectly honest, I have to say that, okay, let me start back with the world size report before I get totally discombobulated here and get away from doing things the way they need to be done, because we always do them that way. World size report. Windows currently reports the size of the world save folder as being 729 megabytes. And Minecraft reports this world save as being 731.75 megabytes. Now, onward to what I was starting to ramble about. I kind of knew that Creeper was going to be there, because this is the second time I've tried to record this episode. I started out and I recorded the episode. I had the creeper encounter and dispatched him there as well and proceeded onward, and I got to about halfway through the episode. I got a good 10 minutes into the episode when I realized my microphone had been turned off the entire time. And because I am so thrilled about post-commentary, I stopped recording. I shut down Minecraft. I went to the folder where the video gets recorded at, and I deleted the video. No, I didn't delete the video. I'm going to delete the video, but because I want to. I was thinking about using a clip of the creeper encounter, and I think I may do that. As a matter of fact, here's the creeper encounter. Okay, that's the creeper encounter from the first try at recording. But what I did do was, once Minecraft is shut down, I went to the Minecraft save folder where the world save is stored, and I deleted the world. And then I got out the backup. I restored a copy of the backup that I had made just prior to starting recording, because I make a backup of the world before recording each episode, just in case of things like that or other issues that might crop up during recording and so on. So, backup restored. I have restarted, and yes, I did have a little bit of knowledge ahead of time about the creeper, but what the heck. I am not walking the same path that I took since then. I believe the last, in the first try, I was over that way about probably 100 blocks or so. And so now I'm walking this way. Anyway, what I was talking about while I was doing all of that was basically the future direction of Journey to the FarLands. Okay, it's still going to be Journey to the FarLands, and the FarLands is the intended ultimate eventual goal that technically speaking, might never actually be achieved because of how incredibly, awesomely, amazingly far away it is. I mean, we're talking 12.5 million blocks. That's a long way to walk. And that looks really cool. That really looks cool. Sheer cliff, waterfall, a couple of pine trees on the top. Looks really nice. It also looks bloody well impassable. What am I doing coming through here? It looks really great, but it also looks almost impassable. I guess it's things like this that I carry dirt and shovels for. And of course, making this gigantuous ascent means I'm going to have to make a similar descent on the other side. Well, since I'm up this high, I'm not going to go down just to go back up again so soon. Alright, here we go. Oh, you little bugger. Alright, up we go one more time. Alright, here we are. Top of the world. Pretty good view up here. And a heck of a way down here, too. It's going to take a while. Alright, over this way. I think we'll manage just nicely. Yeah. Alright, anyway, what I was talking about, if I could ever get back to that, was I decided I was going to take some advice from viewers, because viewers are cool that way with free advice. I like free. It's my favorite flavor. Basically, I had been talking in recent vlogs, and I think some in a recent episode of Journey to the FarLands. I don't remember what I talked about when. Well, I know what I talked about, just not exactly certain under which circumstances or which setting it was done in. But, rambling aside, I had talked about, a problem I have with coming up with the funding that I need to buy the propane that I need to power my furnace and hot water heater through the winter. Well, the hot water heater year-round, really, but the heating system, the furnace, in the winter in particular, because try as I might, I have not been able to come up with a way to achieve the needed propane to get through the winter. I mean, the stuff is expensive like gasoline. Its price goes up and down like gasoline, mostly up, I might point out. Yeah, I don't need a boat to get over there, although I'm going to need to use a bed pretty soon after I get over there. Anyway, let's see. And of course, typically speaking, a common initial response to me talking about, well, I need to be able to come up with a way to buy propane, a common initial response to that is something on the order of, get a job, you fat ass. And I understand the sentiment, you need something, you need money, and you're having trouble coming up with it, the first thing you should do is get a job. And I would be grateful if I could. But I have reached that point in life where you're pretty much unhireable. As really annoying as that is. And trust me, it is annoying. I do believe very much in paying one's own way and earning one's own keep, so to speak. Interesting. Anyway, heading onward and westward. And it would really satisfy me quite a bit to be able to earn my own way. It would be very preferable. And I do what I can towards that, but the little writing stuff that I do, basically I get writing assignments to write blog posts that contain links to advertiser websites, basically paid linking, which by the way Google hates. And I get paid for those, and what I get paid is, to be blunt and exact, $5 per assignment. And I will average anywhere from 5 to 10 assignments in any given 2 weeks. As you can well imagine, that is not going to buy propane. As a matter of fact, that mostly it buys a little bit of groceries. Sometimes it goes to buy gasoline for the car, things like that. And so I'm left with, okay, the get a job blankety blank 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 thing. Well, I've said this before, and I'll repeat myself. I couldn't get a job at a McDonald's right now, and those people will hire anybody. Basically, the main requirement for getting a job in a McDonald's or similar fast food place of any name, titled, or description is that you have a pulse and the ability to stand up for 8 hours at a stretch, or whatever length the shift is. And therein lies the problem, in that standing up for long periods of time is not going to happen. I'm good for 10, maybe 15 minutes, and that's it. After that, I'm down for 4 or 5 hours, because chronic low back pain problems are chronic. They don't go away. They last for forever and a day, for very long times, and it doesn't take much. This is one of the reasons that when I get out mowing the lawn, I have to take like a week to do the lawn a little bit at a time, because after about 10 or 15 minutes between hauling the lawnmower around and fighting hideous tall grass and the lawnmower choking on it, there is the simple fact of standing up for that long. Between that and the extra added difficulty of hauling a lawnmower through really tall grass, I'm done after 10 to 15 minutes. I might be able to push it to 20, but that's about it. And then there's several hours of recovery time for that. And so there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I do as much as I can, as often as I can, and that's pretty much it. I like to think that if I keep that up long enough, then endurance will increase and I'll be able to do it longer and so on. And I really do like the idea of believing that, and I continue to hope for that and act based on it. Do as much as I can, as often as I can, and so on. But the hard reality is that even assuming that that is true, it is a very, very long, slow process. And it doesn't happen quickly or easily. Oh, I feel like I've drifted off the main topic, and I think I probably have. Anyway, the whole point is that in addition to raising money for Child's Play charity, which I really do want this series to continue to be about, regardless of how fast or how slow or how much it goes or how much it raises, I do want to continue that, because I do consider it to be a worthy cause, and I want to keep that up. But as has been pointed out to me by several viewers in that free advice that I mentioned, is that it is also perfectly reasonable to use this as a platform for raising that which I so very much need. And so I'm going to work on doing that. I'm going to take that advice, and I will do that, and perhaps that will help me continue having inspiration to do Journey to the FarLands at least a couple of times a week. I really do want to do that, and as I've mentioned before, I got away from it, and so on and so forth and so on, and et cetera, and let's not rehash everything all over again. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, well. Anyhow, so, yeah, the problem with being able to come up with the money, it started back in 2008. I don't remember if I said this in this episode or in the previous attempt at recording this. So if I'm duplicating myself, I'm sorry. I'm not going to cut this episode apart and re-edit and so on. These things are done as single clip recordings, so that's the way I've always done it. That's the way I'm always going to do it. It makes it easier to edit. I don't have to edit. I just put it all together with the intro and outro, and I'm done. And, okay, the problem started in December of 2008, when my wife died. Because when she died, half of the household income just about went with her. And ever since then, financial matters of all descriptions have been a challenge. There wasn't a whole lot of savings. As a matter of fact, there was bloody well almost none. I think if savings totaled about $100 at that time, that would have been generous estimate. And frankly, I don't think there was that much. Okay, we're getting into the afternoon part of the Minecraft day here. Try not to get into any long boat rides just yet. And so, not being able to do any successful things like getting jobs or anything like that. And trust me, I tried. I spent a lot of time. Ninja water into a hole that goes deep down into the mysterious underground that I will never see because I'm not going down there. And, like I said, I spent a lot of time trying to come up with a job, and I got the whole basic thing, it comes down to, I live in a small town rural area to begin with, and there's not a whole lot of jobs available here to start with, and the ones that are available, inevitably, the younger, healthier set gets first choice, or first pick, or first opportunity to get them. The younger and healthier you are, the more likely you are to get a job of whatever description. And that's pretty much the way it is. You know, even if you're qualified and healthy, if somebody else is more qualified and or just plain younger and healthier, they have a better shot. Particularly when employment opportunities are at something of a premium to begin with. Anyway, that's pretty much about the size of it. I do what I can with my blog writing and so on, but that particular source of income is actually on the downswing, you know, because of the way Google thinks about paid links. And well, to be perfectly blunt, I get more requests these days to remove previously placed links than I do assignments to place new ones. And that's just the way that goes. All right, let's close this off. Go ahead and open that up. And right, there we go. Now, go ahead and get things closed off for today. Get a couple of new beds made. I need to remember to pick up logs sometime soon and more wool. All right, so that's the size of things. Anyway, so if any of this moves you at all, or if you, whatever, or if you want to donate to Child's Play Charity, TinFoilChef.com/donate. There is a widget there for childsplaycharity.org, a very worthy cause indeed. You can donate to that. And at the bottom of the page there is TFC's tip jar, which is a PayPal donate button, and you can do whatever you choose to do there. In either case, I thank you for that and for your consideration and for listening and watching and putting up with my disjointed ADD rambling. And I guess the only thing left to say is thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.